So I'm going to start polishing the last main journal, this one. You can see a little bit of junk on it. These guys have all been polished. Actually, not these. I didn't even do these. I'm going to do these. But the main journals have been polished. You can see they look good. Even though they had a lot of dirt go through them, they don't look bad at all. You don't feel anything on them. This one got a little bit of line on it. And then this one I haven't done yet, so I'm finishing that one up. I'll polish these guys briefly because these are the rod bearings are not bad at all. And then I'm going to plasticize the main bearings to see what size bearings I need. Not plasticize, plastic gauge. See, plastic gauge. And then we'll put that crankshaft on here and see what size bearings. I got a couple of different size bearings. The ones that you're supposed to kind of put in there to use plastic gauge on to see what size you actually do need. So we will do that procedure now. Here, let me go ahead and put you in the stand. See if you're still recording. Got my little t-shirt end that I was using before. Got my WD-40. Spray that up with WD-40. Come on. There's no WD-40 in here. There we go. Let's move this so we don't go spritzing that. And our sandy paper. I think this is 800 grit. This is the stuff that I'll start with, and then I'll go down from there. Or actually up to the larger, to the finer stuff. I gotta wet the sandpaper too. I wrap my t-shirt, torn off t-shirt bottom. And you just do this, I guess. That's what I see them doing. So that's what I do. This thing's roly-polying around too much, so let's do that, huh? Still wants to roll, but you gotta polish all the sides of it anyway, though. That's all I'm doing with 800, and then I'm gonna go up. Even with 800, it looks reasonable. So let's clean it off from whatever. And we'll get some other. Here, hold on, let me pause this so I can find the right sandpaper. Now I'm up to the 2000 grit. Soak that good and down. Soak everything good and down. I don't want to keep doing that, don't I? Now we're good. $2,000 grit. All right, I think that's a sign to tell me it was done. I think I still need to use some paste on it though. That's what I see on the YouTube. But it looks good. What you think? You know, you can't feel anything on it. You can't feel anything with your nails. Sure looks good. Sure looks good. All right, I gotta go find my paste. All right. I got the bearings that I needed. I put plastic gauge on it, on the crankshaft. And I'm about to take off the oil pan, or whatever you want to call this, the bearing caps and everything, and we're going to read the plastic gauge. Let's take these off first. Make sure they're all off, right? We'll just let them sit there. Now we can take it off. Yay! You can see the plastic gauge. First observation is that they're all the same width, relatively. That middle one right there looks a little bit wider. Why has it got oil on it? Maybe that's why he's wider. Huh. But let's read it. And I think it's good, because if you read this, and that's millimeter. Let's go here. It's about 003, whereas previously it was 004. It had blue and green caps, and now I went all blue, which is a little bit tighter of a tolerance, which makes it that 0.003 seemingly. Looks like 003 to me. Yeah. I don't know. Looks good to me. Let's take a look at the inside. Let me take you off at a stand. All right, let's hone away. I'm gonna soak this in automatic transmission fluid, ATF, the dingle bars. I'm gonna clean out the cylinder. I already wiped them out with one of these towels. Let me wet it now with ATF. And let's go after it with the dingle balls. Never did this before, so we'll find out. Let's see what that did. Huh. Actually looks good. Good cross hatches. Cool. Let's clean the rest of these guys. go ahead and do all the numbers and go across. Okay, good. That's okay. I'll go back clean it up now. Let's put the roll on that drill. Do that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, good. But you know, this is going to take time. I'm going to go again. I think. Oh, good. Did you go through? These ones, okay, let me show you. Here we are. There's the cross hatching I did. Looks good enough for me. Probably could have been a little bit better or more, but I don't want to do too much. And this, I sprayed it all out with brake clean. I may try and get that a little bit cleaner in there, but it's probably good enough for me too. So I may be putting in the pistons. The pistons gonna go in the cylinders. I don't know if I should have sanded this more, but also it looks good enough for me. Don't forget, I'm really just putting it back, cleaned it up, put it back together, replaced the main bearings. And I only did that because after a rebuild, they left all of the junk in the pickup tube. Do I have the pickup tube anywhere around here? Somewhere, but I can't find the old one. It was filthy. So they essentially rebuilt the engine and did not even open up the midsection to get the oil pan out and clean it out with the pickup tube. So it drove a whole bunch of dirt through the bearings, and you can see that right here. You can see those are the old bearings, and I'm replacing them with new ones, obviously, and the old ones are junk. And everything else is reasonably okay. So we'll be doing the assembly. Here's the head, here's the crankshaft and the head. The head looks good. The crankshaft looks good. I did polish the crankshaft, main bearings, and rod bearings using the old spin it around technique. And there's a whole pile of junk I gotta reassemble. Pile of head I gotta reassemble. Crank I gotta reassemble. Cams. There's assembly lube. So I'm gonna start playing with the reassembly. We'll see how it goes. I got all right. Now watch it. Let's watch and see how smooth it goes in. Yeah, right. I believe that. Let's double check this. You know, they're all free still. Is all. You probably heard me say this before. It was a rebuilt engine, but they never cleaned out the midsection. They never cleaned out the oil pan and pickup tube. The pickup tube was filthy. The oil pan was filthy, so it ran bad stuff through the oil filter and everywhere through this engine. But really, the only bad stuff that I seen was the main bearings. Whoa, these guys are bad. Yeah, I guess I'm recording. The other bearings are seemingly all fine. Let's make sure that that skirts down a little bit. Tighten it a little bit more. Get that angle that I was talking about. Put that in there. Where's the top? Top is that way. And then I will tighten this down again. Well, give me another click, would you? Well, let's do this. It's got that click. Yeah. So, if it don't get in there now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now, do I use the technique that they show you online, where they just smack it? Or do I drop it to where it touches and then push it? Let's just smack it, I guess. What everybody else does, they just smack it. What do you think? Okie dokes. That worked. Push it back up a little bit. Good. Seems fine. Won't know until we do 7,000 RPM with it. Then I'll turn it once I get the crank in there and stuff, and we'll see. We will see. I'll probably put regular oil here and let it sit overnight. But right now it's got assembly lube. So let's check this next one. I bet that little bit of chamfer helped out a lot. You know, it's not like I took off a lot. You've seen how much I sanded. It was really just the edge, the very corner. All right. Assembly lube. Permatex assembly lube. Assembly lube. Inspection on here too. Get assembly lube all over this. That's all over my hands. This is piston number 3. There's the up. Let's take the rod cap off. I actually have some. See, I'm not a big fan of WD-40 as a lubricant because it's really more of a penetrant. Let's just make sure we had ... Good. That's number 3. More of a penetrant than a lubricant. And I have, here, hold on. You know, I'm using the Ultra Slick, but I also want to spray some, here, I'll be right back. I went to the Rural King, got some real lubricant. I know it's PV Blaster, but it's lubricant, not penetrant. And I got some copper spray gasket, high temp sealant. That's going to go on a head gasket to help it seal a meal. And let's just see how thick this is. Probably not very thick. Yeah, it's just lubricant. So that's cool. So they got lubricated. I'll spray them again from the bottom. These two that this one I did spray, put some lube on the wrist pin, right? This one I didn't, so I will spray that lubricant on the wrist pins when we flip it over. All right, let's get some more of this on there and make sure that, I know you guys think I'm goofy. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I just pretend to be one on TV. I don't do it like a mechanic. There she is, number 3. This is up. I got lube all over it. Where's this baby? Let's resize it. Make it bigger. Except the piston. And they're not oval. I mean, they're oval. They're not square. So you got, I mean, round. So you got to kind of, so you don't hitting everything. You kind of do that. You squeeze it to make it round again. And this is what makes it round. And they all look good. Looks good, looks good. She's in place. Up is up. Let's do this. It'll push the bottom to get, you know, make it a cone. Last click. There, there. Seam square. Let's try that second technique. Just bop it in. I think it'll work fine because I've done the little other precarious things. I don't know why this first one went in so easy, but it did. It doesn't feel like it has as sharp of an edge as these used to have. But let's go. Bop. Walla walla ding dong. Look at that. See? Just bop it in there and you're good to go. Does she move freely? Yep. Seems like it. Seems like it. All right. It's just taking a little chamfer off of this. You've seen that I really didn't take much off. But that was enough to prevent it from going in smoothly. So let's, what are we doing? Oh, let's check this one. See if we see any metal dust. No, just the red stuff and the spillage over. All right, let's put the assembly lube on. So what I was talking about before was I'm just reassembling it. Knowing that maybe in a year I'll have to put new pistons in it and everything. It's not perfect. It had a lot of metal go through it. but we'll see. It really needs to be bored out. It really needs new pistons. These are the old rings, in fact. I did check their tolerance, their gap, I should say, and it's fine. Oh, I gotta take these things off. So my intention is to, essentially this is a main bearing replacement of a previously rebuilt engine that ran metal through the oil. And then we'll see how long it runs. And if it don't, then we'll maybe even get a new head, because the camshaft journals are not in pristine shape. And maybe we just get a new whole power head. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. There's the number 4. Let's get the rings in their right places, the gaps. Let's lubricate the wrist pins. You can get the inside from when it's after it's installed, but you can't get the outsides of the wrist pins. So that's there, that's there. Let's put a little bit of lubrication on the assembly lube. Don't fall down, it leaks slowly. This stuff is messy. Everything's in order. All right. Oh, we gotta open this up. Put that down briefly. Make that bigger. Make it a little bit bigger. Top is top. Rings in correct place. Make the oval round. Hold it all pretty together. Let the skirt show a little bit. Make sure that they're in place. All right, that's tight enough for now. Seems like it's all square. Let me check that. Push that down so that these edges are square and the skirt shows a little bit and the top is up. And there we are. So, let's hope this one goes easy as well. Let's tighten up this, see if we can't get that last click. Click. I think that's it. Let's do this. And then let's make sure up is up. Ready? No, I did what I didn't. I hesitated. Did the same darn thing I did with piston number 2. Don't tell me I gotta clean it all back up. Maybe I'm gonna try one more shot. feel like a dead cat. I hesitated. Why did I do that? Alright, let's just boof it in there. Idiot. I said I was going to do it like and I didn't do it like I did before. These things are the big pain in the butt. Oh no, I never rebuild engines. Piston rings stink. You're supposed to compress them in to go places where they're not meant to go. Pull this over here. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know. Click. We're going to check. Get one more click out of it, I hope. Up is up. More lube. Spread the bottom. Spread the top so it narrows the bottom. I hope, I think. I don't know. I'm not doing this right anyway. Not working out for me. Got an extra click. All she wrote. Now smack it in there. She slides. Let's see. Fingers crossed. It stopped. Why? How come on TV it looks so easy? How come on TV it looks so easy? I guess she's in there. I guess she's in there. Didn't like it. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty at all. So I don't like it. I'm gonna lubricate him, move him back and forth, make sure I'm comfortable with it. I don't like it. Now I'm gonna use this stuff, I guess. It's it's lubricant, it's oil. Not thick oil, but for right now. This is the one that went in the easiest. They feel fine. I'm actually going to fill these up with thicker oil. Maybe overnight. Feel fine. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Assembly lube installed. RTV installed. And I guess I gotta put that seal in there now, right? All right, well, gotta find the seal. There's my seal. That looks like it. It does not look like it. Crankshaft end seal. I don't have one. Huh. I should have one. What happened to it? Oh. Well, that's not it. I guess I could put it in afterwards too, right? I think so. So let me keep looking for a second. I found it. Ooh, I lost it. Rockabye. And it's this other one right here. Looks like it. Cool. Let's lubricate it up. Well, I'm going to lube it up with something, I don't know. I don't know. Put some assembly lube on it. Spin it around on here. And actually, no, I can't lift it up anymore. It has to go in now. Turn it so the seal goes inside. Voila. Walla walla ding dong. And she's good. Press it in with my fingers. She is good to go. All right. Now, there she goes. For the last time, I hope. Voila. Walla walla ding dong. There. And there. And she is in like Flynn. So, all right. Oh. Maybe I'll say length. And that's that. Now where's the... I don't have the right size socket. Where's my socket? Where's my socket? Here it is. There it is. All right. So, I'm going to snug them all down first. Does that come off? I don't know. Got this tool. Yep. There. So let's start at the center, snug it down. Make sure they all start good. Oh, the Torx are right here. Forgot about. Nope. There we go. Once you figure out how to use the tools, and they work better. Start them first. Let's see if we're recording. And I'm lazy, so I am gonna bottom, bottom, Good. Alright, so now I'm gonna wipe off the gasket and make sure it's Oh! Oh! Side of the block is sharp. I could have cut myself. Good. Oh, that's it. All right. So, now I'm going to torque it down. Well, M8's 27 Newton meters. Oh, 18 Newton meters for the first one. And I can't read that. Second, turn 60 degrees. 18 Newton meters. And then turn 60 degrees. I hate those kind of settings. What is that? 14 millimeter. Oh, 14 millimeter. Come to Papa. There's a 14. So I need 18 Newton meters. Unit, change it to Newton meters and take it down to 18. And I never follow instructions. So here's 18 on here, but that's 18. Let's see what it feels like. I'm actually just doing it to the green first, which is 14. If you don't like that, oh well. Now I go 18. 18. 18. 18. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. So it says 60 degrees. So 45 is that way, 90 is that way, 16 is... So let's just see what we're ending up with at 45. No, that's 90. All right, let's go 45 and see what. 30 foot-pounds. All right, that sounds good. About right. Good. And she turns. Yay. She turns. So I'm gonna go 35. Well, let's just change units to foot-pounds. 13. Let's just do 30 here. About 28 then. I don't need to check it again. 28 foot-pounds. 28 foot-pounds. I don't know. Just This doesn't seem right. That's about what it is. I'm gonna go 30. How come it says 30 minutes? That's it, 30 foot-pounds. We're leaving her there. Oh. It turns. Feels good. I like it. So, where's these little guys? Are they these guys? I don't know. Sure, it seems like it, right? 8s, M8s, 27. Oh, seems like that's some, right? Let's see. We got enough of them. All right. Cool. 12 millimeter. Let's zip him down with Mr. Zippy. Well, let's start the threads at least. I like to start the threads by hand because I hate cross-threaded stuff. Okay. let's zip them down. All right. Hand tighten? No, there's no tighten, but you know what I mean. I like to snug them. All right. I like to seat them. Because that's what I do. The nail, this is 12 millimeter. This is 12 millimeter. And this is 27 Newton meters. And there's no, okay, 24, 25, 26, 27. I thought it was 12. Didn't it say 12? It's a 12 millimeter. And that's a 12. Oh, these guys. Okay, Ed, wake up. Let's go green first. I don't care what they say. All right, so 27. Get red, red, get 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 red. I think that's good. Cool. All right. Now I like to check. See, what you do once. These guys. They're going to turn. They didn't turn anymore. Find it? There we go. You know, the one guy that doesn't see quite right. I think I needed extra coaxing. All right. Now how do I flip this sucker over? I don't know. It's a heavy engine. But it turns. It turns pretty nice. Pretty nice. Right? I don't know. I think so. I think so. So let's get some stuff out of the way. Let's see if we can't flip it that baby over. I don't know how, because it's heavy right now. These guys can go by. That's all done. Excuse me? What do you think? What do you think? And these stupid things stick out, so I don't know how I'm going to flip this over. I might have to put it on the lift. Huh. Whew! But that's there, so I can do that, right? It's wobbly. But it turns. Thought it turned. It doesn't turn no more. Look at that. Look at that. She's alive. She's alive. All right. I don't like how she's sitting though. But cool. Cool. Let's give you a brief tour. Let's pause.